Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, we are going to have a look at the damage stealer. Yes, the damage stealer. So basically, the TVP, the tier 10 TVP is a total damage stealer. What do I mean by that? I mean, you can pick up quite a lot of damage with this tank, and because it has the 4-shot auto loader, you can pick it up very easily. Now, you've got to remember that the tank does not have any armor whatsoever, so you could actually be deleted yourself. But if you play this tank right, you get this tank into the correct position and you focus the right targets, honestly, your damage, the counter will go up and up and up very quickly. And sometimes it goes up more than you expect. Like, if you don't look at the banner, the damage banner, at the end of the game, you're like, what? How the hell did I get that much damage? But yeah, it's one of those tanks that is incredible for damage stealing. You can completely rip enemies apart. Now, if you're playing this in a platoon and you focus one other tank, then yeah, you can delete them very quickly. It's got 4 shots. Now, obviously, the arrival of the reload being already loaded, your shells being already loaded at the start of the game, has really helped this tank, especially on sort of smaller maps, maps like this, if you can get to the middle early, because it has a long reload. The tank has a very long reload, but the reason I say it's a damage stealer is because you've got 4 shells with a 1.5 second intra clip, and in that time you can do it very quickly. So you can sort of get 1100, maybe even 1200 in the space of around, what, 3 seconds, something like that, 3-4 seconds. Absolutely crazy. And then all you've got to do is then use your mobility to get out of the way, to move positions, to hide, and then once you've reloaded, you would do it all over again. Now, overall, the tank doesn't have the best of stats. Now, it is an auto loader, of course, with extremely low DPM for a medium tank. In fact, it's around 2,700 DPM. Now, you compare that to other tanks in mediums in tier 10, where you're looking at 3,500 to 3,600. Yeah, that is extremely low DPM. But for this tank, it is all about that damage burst. You know, the quick damage, the 1,200 or 1,100 damage in a very short amount of time. And then again, you do your damage, you move on, and you find another target. And the majority of the time, if you play it correctly, that other target, you would have reloaded your shells, your magazine, before you get to the next target. And again, I've spoke about it on the channel not so long ago with auto loaders. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why people don't like playing the game. Like, not just this tank in general, but you play 2 TVPs on the same game. That's 8 shells doing just over 300 damage per shell. Like, you can wipe an enemy out in the space of sort of 3 or 4 seconds. Yeah, very frustrating for them indeed. So you can see the T100 light on this team, the TVP. Of course, the TVP is now going to get behind, and he's not going to be able to do absolutely anything. So far, 6,000 damage. I mean, if you're watching the game, how quickly has he managed to pick that damage up? It looks like he hasn't even really worked too hard to get that damage. And there's just 2 tanks left alive, one of them being the Sheridan, and of course the Conqueror, who is absolutely full hit points. So there's still quite a lot of damage left on the card. So 6,100 damage. He's now got all 4 shells reloaded. If the Conqueror, like now, has taken the attention somewhere else, I mean, look at that. 1,100 damage done in a very quick amount of time, and that is what this tank can do. Now, for a very long time, it's not that I didn't like the tank, I just didn't enjoy the tank. I've always said that the tank is a very good tank, but I didn't enjoy it because I was always playing it wrong. I wasn't playing it pretty much how it should be played. And again, look at this, 1, 2, 3. Yes, he does put him on fire, But yeah, 8,300 damage, and he got that very, very, very easily. Didn't even break a sweat. Yes, he almost died, but he didn't even break a sweat to get that damage in this tank. Now, of course, everything went his way. Not all the time things will go your way, and you could get ripped apart. As I've said, you've got no armor. You've got a little bit of armor on your turret, but not enough to get a lot of bounces. You can get the troll bounce, but not enough to rely on that armor. So here we are. The best thing about the tank right now is Wargaming have brought out this new camouflage. And like I said in yesterday's video, the camouflages for the tier 10 are pretty steep. I mean, 6,000 gold for a camouflage is a bit on the steep side. But it does change the look. I mean, look how fantastic the TVP looks. Absolutely incredible. Just like the Vickers that we saw yesterday. They look fantastic. And tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, we'll take a look at the M60, which has also got a new skin. So this game here, I do mess up, to be honest. I do mess up quite a bit this game. I'm looking at this CC, I mean this guy right here. So there's 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots, and he's dead. Literally, I only done 1,100 damage, but with the support of your team, all it took there was for the enemy to take sort of 1 shot at him. And he's gone. With my 4 shells, he's gone. So whilst I'm reloading, I am heading towards the enemy team. But this is where I mess up. You know, I didn't expect the E50M to be deleted. And as I'm rushing, he dies. And now all of a sudden, I'm on my own. So, yeah, I messed up massively there. I shouldn't have really gone this side. And looking back at it, I don't even know why I did. I should have just carried on going on to the right side. But yeah, I was a bit impatient and I sort of almost pay the price here. I do get very lucky that my guy here in the Minotauro does come around and take out the Batchat to kill him, because I'm a 1-shot. And now, even though I've only done 2,000 damage, I am still in the game. And that is what I always say to people. Like, doesn't matter if someone's on 2 hit points or 1,000 hit points. Like, they are still in the game. There is still a gun in the game. If you can take out that person with 2 hit points, do it, because he could still be a very nasty pain later on in the battle, just like I was here with the FV4005. And again, another 1,200 plus magazine. So now all of a sudden I'm on 3.5k damage. So I've just almost doubled my damage because of 1 magazine, because people didn't want to take me out. So before you know it, just 1 tank left alive. Just before I reload, I'm then going to make the move, and I do get just a couple more shots into this guy. Unfortunately, I couldn't quite get the kill because these guys got in front of me. But very, very good tank if played correctly. Wargaming has made it now look absolutely fantastic. Let me know in the comments what you think of the TVP. But for now, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm Meadsy, and I will catch you all very soon. Bye-bye. With